Okay, you guys, as you can see what this video is going to be about. Yes, you see it here. Breaking. Although I believe this happened about 9 days ago, early August. California judge arrested for deleting his wife. Yes, California judge arrested for deleting his wife. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple screens with you guys. Also, a clip from this news channel. This is just a little snippet to give you an indication of how all of this, transpired and what was the arrest process. Just a little bit of this and that. But yeah, I am not surprised. I keep telling everybody, keep telling you guys, being in this space, when you're in this space and you see people in these authoritative decision making positions over other people's lives and ethics and integrity comes into play, man, please, I'm not surprised. And in my opinion, based off of information I've read, this judge, his cases should be reviewed. I think he has some type of alcohol problem. So who knows? He may have rolled on into court on the bench drunk as a skunk. That may have impaired his decision-making sentencing. Every case this judge has been on needs to be reviewed. I don't know what type of judge he was in California, but I don't care what it is. Every case he presided over should be highly reviewed. So let me go ahead and share this clip with you guys, and I'll come back with more of my commentary, reaction, opinion. Also, like this video, share this video, continue to support the mix. Everyone, continue to support my channel by liking it, sharing it, and those who have yet to subscribe, go ahead and smash that subscription button. Yes, go ahead and smash the subscription button. For everyone, hit the notification bell. That way you will be in tune with all the content I drop on my channel, and also listen to this video. Yes, you heard me. Listen to my video from beginning to end. Okay, let me go ahead and share the screen with you guys.
Jen Sandra, good morning. And this has really come as a shock to some of the residents here who knew the couple, and the homicide investigation has been focusing on that home here. We've been watching investigators in and out of the home at times with bags of evidence. Still a large crime scene, and they've been out here since late last night. Take a look at his mugshot. The person in custody, Orange County Superior Court Judge Jeff Ferguson. He's being held on $1 million bail right now in connection to the death of his 65-year-old.
I'm going to pause it right there. Word on the street, according to new updated media reports, that this judge, I'm going to go ahead and research him more too. The judge has already posted bail. Yes, he's already posted bail. So, in my opinion, that was a light prosecution. Where are the aggressive and overzealous prosecutors, people? Where are they? He should get the same energy you and I would get in this same situation. But let me continue.
Wife. Anaheim police were seen responding here to the home on East Canyon Vista Drive around 8 o'clock last night after reports of a shooting. Officers found the victim, Cheryl Ferguson, had been shot and killed. Police detained and ultimately arrested the judge. Property records show the judge, Judge Ferguson, and his wife as residents here at the home. And we spoke to a neighbor who says she heard all of the commotion as it was playing out.
The fire sirens got closer, which was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Maybe they're up here. And then I heard a man screaming, don't shoot me. And so I went right upstairs to try to look outside what was going on. Then I heard a primal yell, and it was a devastated yell. And that's when I knew something really crazy was happening outside.
And neighbors watched as the body of 65-year-old Cheryl Ferguson was taken by the Orange County coroner early this morning. As for Judge Ferguson, we can tell you he served as a judge in Orange County Superior Court since 2015. Before that, serving over 3 decades with the County District Attorney's Office, a longtime member of this community. And coming back out here live, another look at the investigation. Neighbors say the couple lived here for over 2 decades, along with their college-age son, who they say was also seen being questioned here by police late last night. As you can see, the investigation continuing this morning. Live in Anaheim Hills, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
Okay, you guys, as you see, as you heard from that clip, Judge Ferguson. Hoo-wee. Not surprised. I'm not surprised. And as I stated before, everyone, and I stand behind this, in my opinion, judges and prosecutors need to be highly regulated. But I doubt that will happen. I highly doubt that would ever happen. You know why? Because the highest law enforcement officer of the land is the president of the United States. He's the chief officer of the United States. So if regulation comes down in this sector, from prosecutors to courts to judges, whether they are elected or selected, and I'm talking about high regulations, where is it going to come from? So it goes back again to they investigate themselves, they prosecute themselves. They have these connections and relationships with one another when it comes to the different prosecutors who are attorneys and the judges. They are in these courthouses with these many different judges who have law degrees as well. They've all probably went to the same law school or know someone who went to certain law schools and all of that. So it's a community. And then when you want to take it a step further, law enforcement, they see these different officers in their courtroom, in the courthouses, judges, bailiffs, all of that, county clerks. They see these people and they have relationships with them. To me, this is a huge conflict of interest. And I knew that. I discovered that many, many moons ago. 10 plus years ago, you guys, initially. When I gained a strong interest, which I've always been interested in, venturing off into the legal field. And if I ever do become an attorney, I would never want to practice law. I would want to, as I stated before in previous videos, do more like research or maybe work for some type of advocacy group to help those who are wrongfully convicted, or to do something in areas with children, So, but I digress. So, yeah, I do believe they need to be highly regulated because of the connections they have and the relationships they have with one another. How can you ethically, integrally, if that's even a word, but just how can you have this non-bias attitude or actions toward pretty much your colleague? He's already posted a bail. Why wasn't it a no bond? It would have probably been a no bond for me or you. Why was it a no bond? Why was it? It's a no bond, no bail. Prosecutors went light. And this is California. So they, oh my gosh. Let's keep it real. A judge? Yeah, okay. Judge Ferguson. Even prior to, you guys, social media, the ethics, the integrity, the misconduct, all of that has been an issue when it comes to this sector, this system, even with law enforcement. But now we just have social media. It's on a mega stage, global stage, where we can hear, see everything from everywhere pretty much, and also in real time. And then we're not just relying on mainstream media, as they call it, aka lamestream media, whatever. That's what they call it, or whatever. So I find that to be funny. So, but regular people like you and I, we don't have to, we have options. And we can also, and the more you know, the more you, information is power, the more you know. And when I speak to that is, we have these devices, we have the internet, we have this global stage. You can research for yourself and make your own decisions when it comes to cases like this, and come up with your own thought process, do your own digging. A lot of stuff is just public information, even going down to the courthouse. What you call that when you it's like the Freedom of Information Act, where you can file something with the police department and get the arrest file on whatever particular case that you are, I guess, investigating personally on your own, independent freelancers, so, or just someone who wants to probably do a documentary or whatever. I mean, it's public, PUBLIC, public information. And as citizens and voters and taxpayers, we have that rights. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts? California judge arrested for deleting his wife. I'm going to go ahead and share another screen with you guys, go over the excerpt from this article, and then I'll come back with more of my commentary, reaction, and opinion. You guys, according to abcnews.com, California judge charged with deleting wife had 47 guns and 26,000 rounds of ammunition. Court documents. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I didn't read. This is my first time reading this article, you guys. And again, Judge Ferguson is out. It should have been a no bond. See, the prosecutors, where are the overzealous and aggressive prosecutors who are tough on crime? Where are they? Oh, it's one of their own. A California court judge arrested last week has now been charged with deleting his wife in front of their adult son at their home. Court filings reveal the judge had over 47 weapons and 26,000 rounds of ammunition in his home. I guess he felt fear for his life because he was a judge. Ferguson allegedly shot his wife, Cheryl Ferguson, through the chest in the living room of their Anaheim home in front of their adult son using a .40 caliber pistol he pulled from his ankle holster amid an argument, according to court records. Jeffrey Ferguson, 472, has been charged with one felony count of murder, one felony enhancement of personal use of a firearm, and one felony enhancement of discharge of a firearm causing great bodily injury and death. He faces a maximum sentence of 40 years to life if convicted on all counts. He posted a $1 million bail and has been released until his arraignment on September 1st. Man, no. Oh my goodness. In court filings, prosecutors alleged Jeffrey Ferguson shot his wife at close range while he was intoxicated. They say a drunken mind speaks a sober heart or something like that. Wow. And if he has intoxication or alcohol abuse issues, again, his cases need to be reviewed. The shooting stemmed from an argument earlier in the evening while they were having dinner at a restaurant near their home, according to filings. Oh, I wish I was in court when they bond court. Man, just to get an idea or a glimpse of how the prosecutor and how that bond judge, how they handled this case. I wish I was in court, you guys. While at dinner, the judge allegedly pointed a finger at his wife in a manner mimicking a firearm, records allege. Upon returning to their residence, the couple, still in the company of their son, resumed arguing periodically over the course of more than an hour. Moments prior to the shooting, and in reference to the hand gesture made at dinner, the victim uttered words to the effect of, why don't you point a real gun at me? I guess this is alleged his now deceased wife said, according to court records. Jeffrey Ferguson then allegedly retrieved his pistol from his ankle holster and shot the center mass, prosecutors alleged in filings. Their son then called 911 and reported that his father was drinking too much and that after an argument, his dad shot his mother, according to filings. Wow. The son tried to stabilize his mother along with paramedics, but they were unsuccessful, according to filings. Within minutes of the murder, Jeffrey Ferguson then allegedly sent a text to his court clerk and bailiff that said, I just lost it. I just shot my wife. I won't be in tomorrow. I will be in custody. I'm so sorry, according to court records. So he texted the bailiff and the county court clerk, and this is who was in a courtroom with him, his colleagues, his people. They are under him. According to prosecutors, Jeffrey Ferguson allegedly asked patrol officers to shoot him and was slurring words while smelling of alcohol. He also made spontaneous statements and remarks acknowledging culpability, according to records. So again, this brings me back to, I wonder, has his county clerk and bailiff, have they ever experienced any type of situation in a courtroom with Judge Ferguson, meaning him being under the influence? Have they smelled alcohol? Have they seen him drink? Did they see a bottle under his, desk or whatever in court? Have they been in his chambers? What type, is there alcohol in the chambers? Do he take a drink before work? These questions need to be asked. Where are the advocacy groups? Because we need his cases to be looked into, whatever level of court, cases he was presiding over. We need them all. I don't care if it's a traffic ticket. A search of the premises found 47 legally owned firearms at the judge's residence, including rifles, shotguns, and handguns, and over 26,000 rounds of ammunition, according to court records. An additional firearm was later found at the residence and secured by defense counsels. An additional .22 caliber rifle is registered to Jeffrey Ferguson, but its current whereabouts are unknown. So you mean to tell me they can't find a rifle? Both defense counsel and law enforcement have been unable to find a rifle, according to court documents. The alleged murder weapon was a Glock 40 pistol, and it was recovered from the scene, as was a casing recovered from the floor, according to documents. So although that wasn't the firearm used in this horrific deletion of his wife, they can't find a rifle. Why is the rifle missing? The single bullet went through Cheryl Ferguson's chest and exited through the middle of her back and into a wall behind her. A blood sample collected from the judge about 7 hours after the shooting revealed he had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.06 at the time of the blood draw, according to court records. The couple's son told investigators he's never witnessed domestic violence between his parents prior to the night of, but he also reported that he has witnessed many arguments and that Jeffrey Ferguson tends to be more heated when he drinks, according to court records. Imagine him being on the bench intoxicated. The son also told investigators that a few years ago, his mother told him Jeffrey Ferguson threatened suicide with a firearm by placing it to his head, but she was able to talk him out of it, according to records. There was one instance of a firearm being discharged while Jeffrey Ferguson was alone in the bathroom, but it was the son's understanding that this was an accidental discharge, according to records. Wow. Ferguson served as Superior Court judge since 2015 and previously was a deputy district attorney with the Orange County District Attorney's Office for over 30 years, according to prosecutors. Now, you see, you guys, he was part of the prosecution team at one point for over 30 years. So they are, oh my God. But now in 2015, he became a judge until now. You follow the connections, people. Follow the connections. The extensive conditions for Ferguson's bail include the surrender of his passport, that he not possess firearms or ammunition of any kind, and that the removal of his concealed carry permit. Prosecutors also requested that Ferguson submit search and seizure, wear an ankle bracelet, not possess or consume alcohol, and remain in Orange County, River County, or Los Angeles County. Okay, you guys, there you have it. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you believe this is light work? Do you believe this is light work? There was no aggression from the prosecutors. In my opinion, I believe there was no aggression from the prosecutors. Where's the tough on crime? Where's the tough on crime? And for him to have, he's had issues and been on his bench for a while. For the son to reveal that the mom shared with him that he tried to commit suicide some years ago, but she talks him out of it. Wow. So he's not in the right frame of mind, but he's presiding over cases. His mental capacity is in question. Therefore, his cases need to be in question. $1 million bond? I'm not rocking with that. I'm not rocking with that. I keep telling you guys, look at all my videos I've posted about this and the connections and when you're attorneys and judges and law enforcement, how it's one big community, even all the way up to the White House. So how can this system truly be fair? How? I'll leave you guys to answer that. I'm going to be running a poll. Head on over to my community section where you will find more polls. So vote. I will run a poll on this about Judge Ferguson. Do you believe the prosecutors will go hard on him? Or do you believe he will cop a plea? He might cop a plea. I'm quite sure he has an attorney, a good attorney. How all this play out. I'm going to do my best to follow this, but this right here, it irks me, and it continuously exposes how the judicial system is. If that was me or you think y'all would be, we wouldn't be just sitting up in there? I'm sure he has an attorney. Blood alcohol level, threatened to commit suicide before, yeah. This whole system is flawed from the top to the bottom. And these are people making decisions over your lives. These are people in positions of legislative bodies passing laws and bills and then enforcing them against you and I. but it don't apply to them, or it's a different road for them, a different path. Nah. Okay, like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.